Hey guys, first Regardsman here, and I'll be talking about the most heroic build in all of Space Marine 2, using the Combi Melta bolt rifle, honorific relic tier bolt pistol, and double edge relic chainsword. Now, the Combi Melta is a bolt rifle variant that has a Melta gun attached to it. This one is pretty decent. It may not be my favorite heroic in the entire game, but it's still pretty good. The worst thing about this is the headshot multiplier is stuck to 1.5 as opposed to the accuracy variance 2 times, which is very strong. If this one had like a 1.75 times headshot multiplier, it'd feel really, really good. And to be honest, pretty much every other bolt rifle could do with a headshot multiplier buff as opposed to this one. But I digress. Point is, this one's still pretty decent, even though you can't zoom in, and the Melta portion has some pretty decent utility as well. Now, for the perk tree, I do build into mostly headshot perks. I take things like Headhunter, Adamant Hunter here for when your health is below 30%, headshots deal 25% more damage. This is a very strong perk, though I will say on the tactical, being below 30% HP is very dangerous because you don't have any damage reduction on this class, so you can get pretty easily nuked there, but still a really, really big boost when it's actually active. Next perk I take here is Fast Reload, moving here into the perk Able Reload. After using a class ability, the equipped weapon instantly reloads. This one's not come to play that often, but still pretty good. And the next perk here is Recoupment. Killing a Majoris level or higher enemy with a headshot with this weapon restores one armor segment. Cooldown is 15 seconds. Having Armor Restore attached to your gun is very strong in this game. Really, wherever you can find Armor Restore in Space Marine 2, it's pretty top tier, and this is no different. Now, I do skip over the perk here, Tactical Precision. Headshots deal 20% more damage, and non-headshot damage decreases by 10%, because this actually lowers the damage of our Melta portion of this gun, though I will say the Melta portion isn't that good for damage anyways, so if you want to like skip over the perk over here, Divine Might, or the perk Headhunter, just take this instead and get that bonus damage and just like use the Melta as a stagger tool, kind of like I do sometimes, you can definitely do that, but I decided to skip it today and go for like full damage for both portions. Now, down here I take increased capacity just to get more ammunition here, and the final perks I take are things like Great Might, the perk here Cleaving Fire, moving through into the perk Rampage, and the final perks here with Divine Might and Headhunter for bonus damage. Pretty self-explanatory, pretty simple build, but the bolt rifle doesn't have a whole lot going on with it. Now, the next weapon I take for the secondary selection is the Burst Fire Honorific Relic Tier Bolt Pistol. This thing has great CHP recovery, great ammo economy, great damage. I like this weapon a ton, even when we take perks like Balanced Distribution, which do lower our secondary weapons damage by 10% on this build. It's still pretty strong, especially since we make up for that lost damage of the perk here Aligned Aim later, so it's still a pretty powerful option, and this also triggers off Acuity for bonus headshot damage. Now, for the perk tree, we just go down the top tree because it is by far the best. It gives you more ammo, gives you more headshot damage, and this is overall a headshot weapon to begin with, and the best perk here is by far Elite Hunter. After killing a Majoris level or higher enemy with a melee weapon, headshots deal 50% more damage for 10 seconds. Now, this perk will trigger off a finisher, not just an actual melee kill, though I will say for this to actually trigger, you do have to have the bolt pistol equipped when it happens, and on top of that, it will actually deactivate the runtime of 10 seconds here if you swap off the bolt pistol at all, so just keep that in mind. And for the melee weapon here, I do take the Double Edge Relic Chainsword. This is the newly buffed heroic tier variant of the standard chainsword with a 4+ speed, 19 strength, and 10 cleaving potential, and it is stuck to a balanced parry window. Now, the heroic perk effect here is called Fist Fight. You can perform an additional heavy attack after a quick punch. Also, a front kick is replaced with a quick punch, and all heavy attacks deal 15% more damage. Now, this perk effect is actually pretty damn strong and pretty damn fun. You basically get to fist fight a carnifex, and that is pretty cool in itself, and it's really fun to do on pretty much any class. And this perk is actually just a pretty strong effect in general, because heavy attacks are strong on the chainsword overall, and this one just buffs them up. So as far as balanced weapons go, I think this is the best version of the balanced chainsword so far, even compared to this one. Now, for the perk tree, I do pick up Perpetual Strength first, moving here into the perk Swift Recovery. Heavy attacks restore 100% more contested health, applies to the following attacks: Quick Punch, Front Kick, Shoulder Bash, Stomp. Now, you do put out double heavy attacks of this weapon, so kind of a no-brainer to get like double CHP back from them. Then I grab the flat 10% melee damage buff from these two perks combined, moving into the perk here, Reverberating Impact. Stomp area effect radius increases by 50%. Now, this weapon can go from a light attack into a punch into a stomp, so you actually get that stomp out one attack faster, kind of like a full throttle skip. It's a really good perk for us. Then I move here into the perk Combined Onslaught and pick up the perk Heavy Onslaught for even more heavy attack damage. I do want to mention that the perk up here, Trampling Stride, is currently bugged. This one reads, after performing a stomp, hold the attack button to perform an additional stomp. Now, usually you'd be able to do double stomps with this, but for some reason on this weapon it doesn't work currently. Saber is aware of the bug, so one day this will be worth it, but for now I would take momentum gain. I'm just putting this up here in case anybody comes to this later and it's actually functioning. Next perk here is Minora Slayer, finally moving into the perk Extremis Slayer for that 15% bonus Extremis damage. And that's pretty much all there is for the heroic tier Chainsword here. Now for the tactical perk tree here, I do take balance distribution. Balance distribution first. Your primary weapon deals 10% more damage, but your secondary weapon deals 10% less damage. Now, I do value the 10% damage bonus on the bolt rifle portion here. It does help a bit. And to be honest, losing 10% damage on your bolt pistol here doesn't matter too much because we do take aligned aim later. But if you want to skip over this perk and take crack and penetrator rounds instead, you can. You don't get a ton of benefit from this, but our bolt pistol here does only have 1 piercing, so it does help a little bit on this. And the primary doesn't really matter at all for that. But that is up to you here. Now, next perk I take is Heightened Vigor. After a perfectly timed parry, block, or dodge, you deal 10% more melee and gun strike damage, do not lose control upon taking heavy hits, and cannot be knocked back for 10 seconds. This perk is almost mandatory by yourself at times, especially on tactical, because getting knocked around will simply kill you. Getting stun locked in Space Marine 2 is one of the best ways to instantaneously die, so this perk will simply save your life, which is why I take it pretty much every time. Next perk here is Emperor's Vengeance. Killing Majora's level or higher enemy restores your primary weapon's ammo by 1 magazine, cannot exceed maximum ammo capacity, cooldown is 30 seconds. This perk now restores the Melta portion of your Combi Melta in patch 10.1 plus, so pretty good for this build. But if you do want to skip over this and take like Emperor's Judgment for a 20% increased range damage upon a finisher on top of reloading your ranged weapon, you definitely could. This perk is actually quite powerful, and the bolt rifle doesn't really struggle with ammo that much anyways, so if you want to do that, you certainly can. Next perk I take here for the team perk selection is Aligned Aim. Range damage increases by 15% for all squad members. I do like building for range damage more than things like Secure Stockpile. Secure Stockpile is obviously better. This perk is kind of busted, and to be honest, it's so busted it's almost OP. No, let's be real. This perk is OP, but I prefer Aligned Aim. I like playing around with the actual build weapons I have, and this one simply makes them stronger, so I prefer this one. Next perk here is Vital Data. Scanning Extremis or Terminus level enemy restores Auspex scan charge by 50%. This perk simply gives you more Auspexes versus the most dangerous enemies, so super valuable here. Next perk I take is Precise Calibration and the Concentrated Fire combo, because this one just makes your Auspex do stupid damage and last significantly longer. Really powerful combo here. Extra powerful if you're playing in a team especially, because if you put these 2 perks down on like a big boss and your teammates all focus it, it will just die in like 2 seconds, especially things like Neurothros versus a sniper. So really powerful combo here. If you want to skip this perk and take Battle Focus instead, this one's also very strong. And the final perk I take here is Radiating Impact. A melee finisher additionally deals significant area effect damage in a 10-meter radius. Cooldown is 90 seconds. Now, unfortunately for tactical, his signature perk tree needs a serious rework. The perk down here, Marked for Death, has been completely power-crept in this game. 120-second cooldown for 1 Majoris or Extremis kill is not worth it at all. And the perk up here, Signal Jammer, is just hilariously bad, so we take this one. And this one overperforms. It will save your life all the time, especially during boss fights for like you need to wipe out a bunch of Majoris or even Extremis. Really powerful perk, and 90 seconds is a long cooldown, but this the impact of this one is just kind of absurd, so I would definitely take it. Now, for these Prestige perk tree, I do take Acuity first. Each consecutive headshot increases headshot damage by 3% up to 15%. The bonus lasts 5 seconds without a headshot. This perk just enables your headshot damage on all bolt weapons, and this is a bolter build, so kind of a no-brainer. Next perk I take is Skilled Supplier, and Reserve increases by 15%. This actually increases the amount of shots you have on the Melta portion of your Combi Melta, so pretty good for that as well. And the final 2 perks here are Resilience. Medicae stims restore 40% more health, because having more valuable stims can save your life, especially on a class as squishy as Tactical. So a really good perk here. And the final perk is Fortitude. Health increases by 15%. This is a really boring perk effect, but also one of the best perk effects in the game, because having more HP will simply save your life. They'll pretty much always take this one. To be honest, like the most mandatory perks in this whole tree are this one and this one here, if you're using like bolt weapons or resilience, because these ones just keep you alive, and they're pretty much a no-brainer for that reason. That's pretty much all there is for this build, guys. To be honest, this build was way more effective and way more fun than I thought it would be, and the Combi Melta will likely be buffed again. The honorific Relic Tier bolt pistol is already pretty good, and the double-edged Relic Chainsword is pretty decent, and hopefully this build guide helped. And if you like content like this, subscribe for more, and as always, thank you for watching. Take it easy. Oh shit, carnifex. Speaking of the hardest parts of runs, it definitely seemed that way. It was the hardest part when I was doing it. Alright. That was a crack. Not a W. Not a W. Alright, well, that was a waste of cracks.
Stim injection administered. Hordes deep scan ready. Changing magazine. You are fertilizer. Magazine. Pathetic tyranny of population.
That was a waste.
All specs ready to scan.
It's gonna be hard.
Half visual income. Fresh magazine in. Alien trespasser sighted.
Okay. Now the bramble guys are gone, that's a little easier. We're about to get the second spawn in a second.
Exterminate. Changing magazine.
Here.
Rearming. Commencing all-space scan. Ammunition cache here. Fresh magazine in. Changing magazine. Deep scan ready.
This is actually where the Combi Melta is pretty good, because having... Oh, it's basically... a Pocket Melta. Not the other Pocket Melta. Of course.
Mobilize reinforcements. Eliminate. Swapping magazine. Only after we activate the consoles can we enter the fortress, brothers.
I'm tired, y'all. I'm gonna take a nap. See ya. Take it easy, Dutch Vanderlyn. Don't get stuck in Gorma.
Blessings extended to the slumbering unit. Awakening has begun.
Tahiti mangoes, as they say. Oh my god. What is this cursed one?
Target is rallying reserve forces. Halt it!
Required during complete. Console operational. Connection control.
Well, most of the content makers didn't do anything for Lex. That's how I feel about Dark Tide, where like I played one time with Mr. E and Jeff on the new update.
That one calls for reinforcement. Pathetic tyranny of population. Xenos Psych are outmatched by Codex tactics.
Bolt weapons in this game are so damn fun. I wanted to play Dark Tide and Space Marine for the last year, but was so busy with Road Trader doing my Prestige grinds now in Space Marine 2. Prestige grinding takes forever in this game. It is probably the single worst aspect of this game's like new player experience currently. They really need to learn that like leveling is not content in a game like this. Especially if you take away people's perks.
Kill that frog lest it summon aid. Our foe will not best us with numbers. Only after we activate the consoles can we enter the fortress, brothers. Auspex deep scan ready.
Communion established. Transmission of blessing has commenced.
I Prestige 3 classes and it's enough for me. I don't blame you, Happy Boy.
Attention.
Max Heavy Assault, got two on Vanguard, done Sniper 3, one on Bulwark, just doing Tactical now. I played Tacticals isn't too bad because he has a lot of good perks early. It's the ones that...
Find this substance and purge
Oh, I probably should have taken that.
tyranny, pollution, ensnares the system. We should find the spores that spawned these finds and eliminate them.
Doom Boy, thanks for joining the Imperial Guard.
The contamination is removed.
Doom Boy's an OG. Oh god, this is gonna be horrifying. Once I do this. There we go. They weren't who I was aiming for, but I'll take it.
Ravin it down. Subterranean Xenos below.
Invasive material detected. Eliminating.
Okay.
We are eliminating the matter at its source, brothers.
Foreign biological matter no longer.
Snipers are bad when you have gold snipers and level 25. When you reset, I want to die each time. Yeah, without the squad renewal perks, he does not feel very good.
Blessings of the machine god.
I feel like there are a lot of perks in this game that should just be built into the base of the classes. Things like no knockback, or like melee classes should just be a thing automatically. How ridiculous or not. Yeah, at least like no knockback on parry and stuff.
System restoration complete.
Otherwise you will just get stun locked.
Reset.
System is running. Let us open the fortress door.
Oh god.
Full specs prime. Spore bombs incoming.
Alright, give me that.
Another Xenos fireform eliminated.
Oh, warriors.
Fresh magazine in.
should have done that in the middle of all these guys.
System is running. Let us open the fortress door.
Oh my god. That's where blocks is way better versus these guys.
System is running. Let us open the fortress door. Disgusting tyranny scum.
Make hammer immune to knockback would be a lot better. That's what yeah, that's exactly what I've been saying, Rowan. It's the hammer. There's a lot of things in this game that force you to move. Like if a little gaunt decides to just jump at you, you just have to parry him or you're gonna get grabbed from the options. You just have to stop your hammer charge. Especially after stealing your builds, coming in and seeing some next level gameplay. Oh, we did almost die. That's very kind of you to say. Oh god, where's the gene seed? Down there. There's another relic here, but I already have one, so. Cool. Alright, there we go. Because you will never see a biovore with the boss spawn unless it triggers earlier.
Rearming. Lictor, sneaky hive fiend. Carnifex. All specs ready to scan. Thought you could hide from an Astartes. Reloaded. Minutes away. The stench is sick, but the beast is dead.
Double carnifex is kind of mean. Another Hormagon, anywhere here? Okay. Missed him.
Changing magazine. Commencing Orspec scan. That is our way to the battle, my brothers.
Alright, that's the 50%. How are we gonna do this? Around the corner. That was actually... Is that like guaranteed? Does it actually miss every single time? I think it actually misses the balance window there every time. That's disgusting. I think that's a guaranteed phase through his second attack every time. I was a little sus when the lictor spawned, can't lie.
The Tyranids seem to know you're close. They are a massive
Well, I didn't know it's just whiffs. The second parry, so there's a parry phase bug in this game, and it felt like it's actually guaranteed on that portion. It's kind of ridiculous, but that's definitely what it felt like. 'Cause it did it like 4 times in a row, every single time, and only on the second parry in that chain.
Prospects deep scan ready.
Which tells me one thing. That Magnus did nothing wrong.
Ammunition cache here.
Or if she has a Combi Melta treating you, pretty well, actually. Pretty well.
The Tyranid scourge towers above us, but not for long. The cannons will end its rampage.
This fighting a carnifex will never get old. Looks like a scuffed hitbox more than a no register to me personally. No, it's definitely... I've parried that before on balance. Definitely the phase bug, because your character does the full animation. You would at least get knocked back if it had anything like that, and you would definitely get hit if you didn't parry in that spot.
Tyranid scum. Swapping magazine.
What if guardsmen used it yesterday? Surprisingly, it's not that bad. I think it's the weakest one.
You are near the last cannons. You will need to find the manual controls to operate them.
We see the console. Soon we will use this fortress's weapons on the Tyranids. Pathetic Tyranid. We seek the servo scum, and we can fire on this scum. These last cannons are how we destroy this building.
Oh, yes. Ammo box. Alright, we should be pretty okay here. We have our relic still being waste ammo.
Keep at it, brothers. Show the Tyranids no mercy. Prospects prime.
Waiting for higher command. Aim and fire with sight on when ready, Minister.
Alright, this sucks. That was like the worst possible spawn we could get there. We can't use our primary right now.
Destroy the spawn mod. Exterminate. Rearming.
Prospects ready. Aim with sight on. Attack.
Unfortunately, I knocked him out of that.
Swapping magazine.
Like he knows.
attack! Do not let them recover! The tyranny aims for us! Away from its filth, brothers! Ready to scan.
Alright, I need to get rid of this thing. Alright, well, I didn't do anything to it.
Show the tyrannies no mercy.
Let's get our gun back.
Take cover, brothers!
This is certainly getting spicy. This might actually be harder than the carnifex fight, we'll see.
The last cannons and keep fighting, brothers!
Alright, no.
Tyranny aims for us!
I don't think so. He actually gonna hit me? No. He's not aiming for us. What the fuck is it talking about? He's shooting at the guardsman. He's nowhere close to us.
Finished here. Charge restored. Resume the bombardment.
Remote system no longer detected. Engage console to reestablish.
Alright, melt a bomb. Take that for now.
Take cover, brothers!
Service gun
Back
detected.
away from its toxic expulsion!
Cannons ready.
Right now he's actually taking damage.
Do not let them recover, brothers! Keep at it, brothers! Show the tyranny aims for us! Do not let its waste point. Press the attack! Do not let them recover, brother! We must replenish the last cannons so we can eliminate these tyrannies!
XE 700 plus hours. I seriously didn't know you can switch weapons to secondary when you hold that aiming device. You can only hip fire your secondary, but this secondary is incredibly accurate in hip fire, so it is pretty good for that. Plasma pistol too.
Generator
Oh.
is active. Let us fire at the tyrannies.
Communication disrupted. Return to console for communication.
Take cover, brothers! Subterranean alien pest.
System link has been established.
Okay, now we can finally.
Keep at it, brothers!
Oh god.
Show the tyrannies no mercy.
This guy's actually gotta go.
The tyranny aims for us!
You're more dangerous than an actual boss here.
Away from its filth, brothers! Keep going! We can finish this!
Alright, one more should do it. The hypocritical outrage I feel sneaking green guns into Ruthless for lethal. I see level 1 expecting me to carry. It's I mean, like, there's some green guns that are okay. Like, Fire Blaster is still strong by itself when it's green. That one does not need any assistance. Alright, we got one last horde to fight through, and then we can go do that.
We must replenish the last cannons so we can eliminate these tyrannies. Changing
Changing magazine. The Tyranid aims for us.
Oh ho 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 ho. Okay. That was a little, I thought it was gonna be closer than it was.
The auxiliary generators give us more fire to cleanse this infestation. We broke the Xenos onslaught. Disgusting. Take cover, brothers. Rouse the last cannons and keep fighting,
Okay.
brothers.
This should be it. What keybind do I use for aiming? Mouse 4. That's the only keybind I actually have swapped in this game, in case you're curious. Morning. What's up, Alejandro?
This is done.
Alright, guys, this is it.
Cannons ready for the Imperium.
I'll say the Combi Melta definitely feels better with the, oh, we gotta kill these first. And we could fire. What's the fun in that?
Expect no assistance will be coming for the enemy. The Tyranid aims for us.
No way, you can do that. That's illegal. Hold on. So, I wait too long.
Expect tag the Zoetrope. Nowhere left to dig now.
Oh, that's not a zoom key. Hold on.
Xenos Psych are outmatched by
That was almost a catastrophic fuck up.
reloading. Take cover, brothers. Changing magazine.
Oh, this guy's actually horrifying.
High beast here. Pathetic tyranny. All specs triumph.
Alright, that's it. That's the end of the mission. It's over.
Successful. Cannon targeted enabled.
Maybe we could have done that immediately, but where's the fun in that? And that's a wrap, chat.
Take the shot on those damn towers and unleash divine red.
So very easy. But not really at all. That's pretty hard. $50,000 range damage off a Combi Melta. 27 Extremis. That was definitely above average. A long one.